When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Maryland's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Martin will throw it. Swings it out to the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks, it's Webb. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
The give on the inside, fighting off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Martin back to pass. Makes the catch. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Plenty of distance between them and the Stix here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Indiana's offense will have its first possession of the game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. It's caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Hoosiers are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man. It's Hemby. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Hemby. Nice move to keep running. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. They're trying to slam it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Martin will throw it. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Power football with the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Just keeps swinging it. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Grab behind the line. It's Ray. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Martin back to pass. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! Great job by the back on the option.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes it on the shovel. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Got it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Webb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Martin back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ray. That should be the final play of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. That's caught. It's Hemby. There he goes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Off play action on first down. The short hands, it's Barker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Working the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Terrapins are flying down the field. Martin will throw it. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a
touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Works the middle of the field. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Hoosiers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Webb. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The give from the gun. Oh, he's still got more! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll ride the hot hand. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mendoza. Looking for a huge play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Gain of 6. Second down coming up.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Gain of 19.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll send the tight end in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Indiana! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
Snags it quickly on the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Martin will throw it. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Cooper. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Hoosiers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Martin back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Webb.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires complete on the crosser. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Right down the middle. It's complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got his man on the right. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.